Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Force here with some more Duels 2013 multiplayer. Playing some good old Magic the Gathering. Let's see, this opening hand's alright. Why don't we keep it? And play. Alright, so I'm going to be playing the Crosswinds deck today. This is the blue control / counterspell sort of deck. I've got Talrand, Sky Summoner, and Red Play Instant Sorcery. You got a 2/2 flyer in play. I also got a counterspell there and Mana Leak, unless they pay 3. Some bounce back and draw a card. And then Talrand's Invocation. So pretty decent starter hand here. Things aren't going to start rolling until really the 3rd, 4th turn, but that can be dangerous because I'm playing against a red deck. However, evidently nothing turn 2. That's really interesting and sort of confusing, to be honest. Red decks usually have something turn 1. Wonder how he's... Okay, so I could counterspell that. Or I could just bounce it to his hand now. Yeah, let me counterspell that bad boy. He's kind of annoying. 2/2 haste. Now he is going to be able to return it from his... Whenever I'm dealt damage by red instant or sorcery, he gets Chandra Phoenix back to his hand, but delaying him is certainly pretty good. And oh god, this thing is not going to live, but I need to try to get it in play, because if I can get it in play, I can start really giving myself an upper hand. If it lives through this turn, next turn is going to be pretty good. So, let's see what happens. Let's see if it lives through one turn. Come on, all I want you to do is live through... Nope, you don't live through one turn. He flame breaks to deal 3 damage to everything. And gets his Phoenix back. All I asked was for 1 turn. That's really funny. Alright, well, I know what he has. It's a 2/2 though. So I could play this to get some blockers in play. I could save my counterspell. I'll still have the bounce too. Let me get some of these guys in play. Talrand's Invocation, putting 2/2 flyers. Really wish. So if you have this in play and it stays in play, whenever I play an instant sorcery, I get a 2/2 flyer in play. It's just ridiculous. It really is. I had to risk it because really, if I just had that 1 turn, I would have had a huge leg up. And for him to blow a flame break on that 1 creature is actually pretty cool for me. So he's gonna play the Chandra's Phoenix. It's a 2/2 flying haste. That's actually perfect, because even if he attacks right now, I block and we do a trade. But you know what? Forget the blocking. Do 2 damage to me. I'll do 4 to you next turn. How's that sound? Or he's got burned, so he's gonna kill 1. All right, well, it would have been a trade regardless. He would have killed the 1 that I didn't block with. So, you know what I mean? What I can do is take an extra turn after this one. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna attack first. Trying to give myself a leg up here. It's obviously ideal to do something like Time Warp when you have numerous creatures that you can hit with, so your extra turn really is more significant, but I'm really oh, Bribery. Perfect. That was absolutely perfect. It's gonna give me a huge leg up. I get to look through his library and pick a creature and take it. I'm gonna take something gigantic and scary. Oh, that's really good. I've got a short amount of time though. Alright, we're gonna go with this. Oh wait, 5/5 flying. Let's grab him. 5/5 flying, deals combat damage to a player. Each player discards his or her hand and draws 7 cards. I don't know, that sounds cool to me. It's also a good blocker, and it's fairly large. I don't know if the, I think the 6/6 may have been a better choice. But I like to have the blocker here. For now. Alright. Let's see what he does this turn. I'm gonna feel pretty confident if he doesn't do anything significant this turn. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is that if I block, he's got at least 3 damage and ping to kill off my 5/5. So I'm not gonna block, let it go through, and let's see what he does here. He's got 2 pings, he's gonna kill the 5/5 regardless. Alright, well, you know what? He wasted 2 burns for this 1 creature, so okay. I'm still feeling alright. I'm still feeling alright here. I can do this during his turn when he tries to attack. So for now, let me sleight of hand. Reveal top 2 cards in my library. I pick a card, put it in my hand, put the other one at the bottom. And I'm gonna do that once more. I just gotta cancel, so there's another counterspell for me. And we'll do that once more. And we'll get an island, because that's all we have to really choose from. All right, and then I swing for 2. Okay, so I've got 2 counter spells and a bounce back, which I can do during his turn when he tries to attack. Or if he tries to do something even more threatening, I can just cancel it to counter it. So, let's see. What do you got, buddy? Well, do I want to bounce this now? Let me see if he tries to play anything else. If he tries to play anything huge, I'll cancel it. If not, I'll just take the 2 damage now. I'll bounce it later. Okay, so he's not going to try to do this. Should I just bounce it now? Save the cancels. I'm going to do this because for the sake of drawing a card and forcing him to waste his mana to play it again next turn. Plus, I've got the cancel, and I can do 2 of them next turn, so I can just kill this creature. Okay, so he's going to ping this. I think it's worth me canceling. We're kind of getting down to the wire here, so. Down to the wire. Chandra's Phoenix. He must have burn. He's got 4 cards in hand, 2 mana. He must have something else to do. All right, just grabbed a bounce, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. So, able to do that. Is he gonna burn my 2/2, or is it going through? It's going through. He's at 7. I'm at 11. It is still definitely not. I don't feel super comfortable here. 6/6 haste. If a spell you control would deal damage to an opponent, prevent that damage, put a 3/1 into play instead. 1 damage, okay, wow. That's pretty crazy. We're gonna bounce that as soon as it comes into play. Force him to replay it next turn. Can't do anything about that, just back to your hand, please. Back to your hand. I know you can read. It's going back to your hand. There you go. That's really scary that he has that. I better draw into something other than a land here. Alright, that's not the greatest, but it's something. Play with the top card of my library revealed. I may play with that card as if it's in my hand, and I will play that. Counterspell unless they pay 1. I will play this, and I've got an island coming next too. Can't play that because I already played an island for this turn. Card's pretty good. Yes, it is. And now unless he plays another land, he's not going to be able to replay that creature that he just played. I'm assuming he's going to be able to play another land, but again, if he doesn't, I've got myself a good situation. Yeah. Alright, so that'll go through. It's fine. And he is saving it as a blocker. Very wise. Play with this. Oh, yes. Draw a card for each island you control. Yes, I will. This is good. This is really good. Right of replication. I can copy a creature. I can give all my flyers +1/+1. I will save the right of replication for an upcoming turn where I can play it with its kicker. For now, favorable wins. All flying creatures I control get +1/+1. I can also play the mage, so why don't I just... Oh, I can play Fogbank. Why wouldn't I do that? Fogbank. Put that bad boy in play. You see how ridiculous things can get when you have this card in play? Just, you know, it's crazy. All right, so I think my best deal here, I'm going to swing with a 3/3. Got my Fogbank to block incoming damage. So Defender flying, any combat damage would be dealt to it is prevented. So I can basically block anything and my Fogbank won't die. On the flip side, this thing can obviously die out of combat if he does damage before or after combat to it, if he destroys it. For this particular deck though that I'm playing against, have to discard 3 cards because I have more than 7. I have to just worry about burn. So he could obviously just burn this creature and then that's that. But still, okay, so he plays a 7th land. So there you go. Now he can play that big Mondo creature, which he probably will. To think about what I want to do at that point. Whatever. I think next turn I'm pretty much just gonna win the game. So yeah, next turn I should have it, unless he kills me right here. All right, so it's a 6/6. If a spell you control would deal damage to an opponent, prevent that damage. Put a 3/1 with haste for each 1 damage prevented that way. Okay, it's a 6/6. Whatever. I can. That's fine. I can just block that with my Fog Bank. So, what is he playing? What is this? Let me pause, damn it. Oh my lord. What? I can't, I need to read this card. Sacrifice 2 mountains, 4 damage to target creature or player. Alright. I'm actually really nervous right now. Oh my lord. Did he just win the game? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. He just won the game! Damn it! Unbelievable. I had the game next turn. Whatever. Next game. Alright, time for another match. That was a great game, but incredibly frustrating. I literally had the match the game after. Ugh. I mean the turn after I had the match. That is so annoying. It was a good game though. I gotta say, that was a fun game. Losing's not bad in Magic when it's close and gripping like that. Alright, so I'm playing against a green deck. My opponent is a Kuvu. Turn 2, Spiketail Hatchling. 1/1, flying, sack it to counter unless they pay 1. So good early game. Literally delays players a turn. It's phenomenal. For example, if he wants to play something turn 2, he runs the risk of me countering it. I will do that. It's got reach. He would have killed my guy anyways. Plus, he get rid of that. You know, that is a fine. I am okay with that trade right there. Absolutely. All right, this turn, let's throw down a sleight of hand first. Look at the top 2 cards. Pick 1 to in my hand. We're gonna grab the Talrand's Invocation. That is good, and we're gonna play Fog Bank now. My O2 Defender Flying, prevent all damage. Combat damage would be dealt to it. Alright, a Kuvu. What do you got here? He's gonna play a 2/2 Trample. When it deals combat damage to a player, put a token that's a copy of this card into play. I obviously don't want that doing damage to me. For now, I'm gonna throw down Talrand's Invocation. Get myself 2 flyers in play. So I've got my bounce. If he plays a creature that I'm really worried about, I at least buy myself a turn. Hope to draw into some counter or something. He might swing for 2, I'll just block it. No combat damage will go through. I wonder if he's got creature pump up. I can't, you know what I mean? I can never be certain though, so I'm just gonna block with this. Okay, good. All right, so looking pretty good here. Let me see here. Let's start off with sleight of hand. Look at the top 2, pick 1. We are going to obviously take Right of Replication, lets me copy creatures. If I can pay its kicker, I get 5 copies. It's crazy, to be honest. And then I'm actually gonna bounce this back right now and draw a card. All right, we'll swing for 4. It's down to 16, I'm at 20, and end of turn. What has he got here? What is he doing? A Kuvu? What are you doing? Flash. Oh, I'm guessing, okay, so, wow. Just played a 4/4. Flash means he can play it as an instant. That's why he was able to play it during my turn. Now I can just block that with my Fog Bank, so that is okay. But still, what the hell? He's gonna pass the turn, all right. Oh, that's a nice draw. For favorable wins, my flyers get +1/+1. Then I can also play the Archaeomancer. I'm gonna hold off on paying this until I can pay its kicker. So when I've got 9 lands in play, I can play this with kicker, which will give me 5 copies of a token, of a creature. Or I could just do it for 1, so I could just copy any creature and get a copy token. We're gonna Archaeomancer for now, and I will return my Talrand's Invocation. And he will play Trample. How is he? Oh, he can play any of his creatures. Wow, that's the thing that I didn't read there. So this lets him play any of his creatures as if they had flash, which again means he can play them as as an instance. That is unbelievable. That's a really good card. However, he's at 10, I'm at 20. I've got Rite of Replication. I've got Talrand's Invocation. I'm feeling all right. Did I say that last game? Because I lost last game, so. So we'll see. We will see. Unfortunately for my opponent, though, it does appear like he's been mana screwed. He's been sitting at 4 lands for a couple of turns now. Alright, natural order, sacrifice a green creature. Search your library for a green creature card, put it in the battlefield. Alright, well he's gonna get something huge and scary. I might just have to Rite of Replication it next turn. He's probably gonna get something with reach, right? Yeah, 2/5 reach. When enters battlefield, destroy target creature with flying. That's really annoying. Really annoying. So what to do? Oh, another Rite of Replication. Holy hell. That's awesome. Could get a 4/4 for threat of blocking his. Can get this. With reach though, he's gonna be able to block any flyer I send his way, so I could do 6 damage next turn if I hold off to block. Let me hold off on the Rite of Replication for now. We've got 2 of them. And we're gonna skip attacking for now. Remember, he's at 10 life, so I think he's very wary about attacking. Knowing I've got a Fog Bank, I can block anything he has. I guess except with Trample that's large, but like, I can block this, no problem. Next turn, I can let 6 damage go through. I can have 6 damage go through because he can only block 1 of my flyers with this, which would put him at 4. He's gonna play. Death Touch, enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. He gets rid of this, so now these guys are no longer 3/3s, they're just 2/2s. Got 7 in place, so close to being able to do this with kicker. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. I could destroy one of his lands if I grabbed that. It also has Death Touch, which makes it obviously really scary. Let me do that. I'm gonna kill one of his lands. Making it harder for him to play anything else. Plus it has Death Touch, so it's a perfect blocker. Skipping attack for now. Draw a card. It's just a 1/1. It is also an extra blocker, obviously, but. I might just write again, grab this again, and kill another one of his lands. Oh wow, another Talrand's Invocation. Talrand's Invocation again. What is this? Okay. He can only block 1 flyer. Now he's gonna be able to do this next turn. Search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. He can block 1 flyer right now, which means I can do 8 damage in an upcoming turn. He's probably gonna do this to look for a creature with reach, but next turn I can destroy another one of his lands, putting him down to 3, which means he's probably not gonna be able to play anything. think he's doing this right now. Search through for... Wait, what's the card that he... Oh, he has to discard. Okay, so he grabs... Damn it, I didn't get to see it. Search your library for a forest. Okay, so he's just looking for lands right now. Obviously, he's land starved. If he's hunting for lands, it might be worth it to do this. It'd be even funnier if I could do it with kicker, but... Alright, one more turn I can play this with kicker. One more land. So I'm gonna wait. Because if I could do this with kicker, I could destroy all of his lands. And that would be hysterical. Now, if I attack right now, 8 damage will go through. He can only block 1 creature with flying. So we're gonna do at least that. So he blocks 1, 8 goes through, he's at 2. I say go. I don't even know if he can play anything for 5. And I know he really is searching for 6, because he had 5 before, and he was able to play this at that point. He must have something, though. He's got 5 cards in his hand now. He's drawn a few more times since the last time he had this much mana, so... He's not even going to attack. Yeah, okay, so he's dead next turn. I think he's just calling it right there. I can't even do what I was hoping to do, but it really doesn't matter. Whatever, I'm just going to play this for now. It doesn't, I don't know, maybe, what is he playing here? Gain 5 life, okay, so it's not over. It's not completely over. He's gaining 5 life. I'm going to draw a card, Time Warp, which means the turn after next, he is dead. This goes through, bring him down to 1. I don't think he can kill me next turn, so should be okay. So he blocks, goes down to 1. Now, how funny would it be if I die this turn? I'd be supremely pissed, but it'd be really funny. Just because of, you know, how last game went. I wonder if he has any huge creature pump-ups in that deck. I don't even know. Alright, so he's gonna discard a creature card, search his library for a creature, put it into his hand. Let's see if we can see what it is. So there's his discard. Alright, now what is he grabbing? He's probably gonna grab a creature that can block a flyer. It still wouldn't even be enough though. Maybe he'll grab another thing to gain life? If he has another one of those? I don't know if that deck does or not. I don't know. Alright, he grabbed another creature with reach. But still, he would still die next turn. Oh, he gets to destroy. Oh, so, okay, good. So he's thinking right now that he is not dead because he can block both my creatures with flying. What he doesn't know, though, is that I have, well, a Time Warp, but I also have a Right of Replication with Kicker. What would I take? I could destroy all of his lands and then kill him the next turn. For now, I could just Time Warp to take an extra turn, but what does that really do for me? I can't attack with my flyers because he'll just kill them both. Let me Right of Replication with Kicker. And how about I grab that? I don't want to destroy all his lands anymore. I'd rather put myself up to 45 life. And then we say go, and next turn I swing with everything. And I don't think he's got enough blockers. Even if he does that Time Warp. So I could have destroyed pretty much all of his lands. I would have gotten rid of 5 of his lands, but I think putting myself up to 45 life is more hysterical. I wonder what else I could have done. I could have drawn 5 cards, could have got forced. Oh no, not really. Could have done this, but that doesn't help me. I think that was a good choice. I think that was a really good choice. That was mighty awesome. So next turn, swing for everything. Time Warp, take another turn, finish him off. He should die. He's got 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blockers. I could swing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 creatures to attack with, so he would need to play 2 more blockers right now. Even if he did, he's going to lose a lot of creatures in transit. These guys, any of these guys that die, come back as 3/3 tokens. Yes. So he does play 2 more blockers, so technically he can block all the bodies I'm about to throw at him. But I get tokens back, I get another turn with Time Warp, and that'll be the game. Just because it's funny, I'm gonna play Time Warp after combat. Force, that's mean. No, it's whatever, it's Magic. Has he even attacked all game? I don't think so. Maybe he has. It's been a long ass game. So I could bounce a creature back to his hand. He could just play it as an instant, but not if I bounce that thing back. Actually, that'll be enough for the kill, I think. I don't think he's got enough blockers now. Well, we still have our Time Warp if need be. Attack! Is he gonna play creature as an instant? Is that his game plan here? So he's gonna take his time here, figure it out. I'm pretty positive he doesn't have enough blockers. Once again, even if he does, he dies next turn with Time Warp. But we'll just let this play out, you know? Why not? These have been some good games for this video. You guys are lucky. Okay, so he realizes he's dead. He's not even gonna try. All right, good game. Good game. Let's do one more. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got one final game here. This time against Turmok, and it's my turn. Ooh. Wow, that hand is really not that great. You can just see, like, I've got such high casting cost things in my hand and only 2 islands, so it's really kind of a crapshoot. All right, at least this one has got 3 islands. We'll keep this hand. Doesn't seem that much better though. So I've got my Panoptic Mirror, which is amazing. I get to basically exile a card and put a copy of that onto Panoptic Mirror, and at the beginning of my upkeep I can pay that without paying its casting cost. Really, really good. Also have Disperse, return target non-land permanent to my owner's hand, a little bit of bounce, Talrand's Invocation, get a couple flyers in play, and Bribery. Get a creature from my opponent's deck and put it into play under my control. Yeah, that's good. We'll see if I even have time to play any of this though, because I might be off to quite a slow start. I'm really hoping to... There's a little bit of lag here too. Actually, I don't know if you noticed at the start, but I'm not hosting this game. Turmok is. Maybe that's what my problem is. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably get off to a slow start. Hopefully I draw a mana within the next 2 turns, so I can start getting my Talrand's Invocations through, and then hopefully I've got a 5th turn Bribery. That'd be fantastic. We'll have to see. He hasn't done anything yet, really, so that's good. Just drew a land, which is also good. I've got my Disperse, which I can use if he plays a creature, and then next turn I can Invocation. So, all right. Let's see what he's got going on here. Anything 3rd turn from you, buddy? What a slow game, nothing from him either. Okay, so this turn, I drew a 5th land. That is really good. My Panoptic Mirror is gonna come into play, and I'm gonna put a Bribery on it. It's so funny because it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It will be ridiculous. For now though, Talrand's Invocation, get 2 flyers in play. And he is immediately gonna play Burn to kill one of them. All right, whatever. So I'm playing against the blue-red deck, if you haven't been able to tell already. Burn, I don't think this deck is superb at all, but it's not terrible. It's cast if he paid a red, 2 damage, target creature or player. And just like that, he eliminates my creatures. However, I'm not sure that he has anything that can deal with my Panoptic Mirror. And if he doesn't, this is gonna get ridiculous fast. So, I'm gonna play my Panoptic Mirror now. All right, so what's gonna happen is next turn, I'm gonna tap 5 and tap it and imprint my Bribery onto it. Then what happens is every upkeep, I get to replay Bribery without paying its casting cost. So it means every upkeep, this is gonna hurt for 2 turns, Because next turn, I'm doing, you know, I didn't get much done that last turn, and then this coming up turn, I'm not doing much either. So he can really, really hurt me in these next couple of turns. But after that, you know, I kind of deal with that little layover, and then after that, holy crap, I'm gonna be in a good spot. So he just did 4 damage to me. He's gonna hit me for 1, put me down to 15. It's a risk. It's definitely a risk that I give him 2 turns without much offense from me, but again, it can really pay off big. So, I could do this Talrand's Invocation to get a bunch of flyers in play, but I think grabbing a Bribery every turn and pulling creatures out of his deck is going to be even funnier. I could also Time Reversal, but that helps him too, sort of, so we're going to do this. We're going to tap 5, and we are going to grab the Bribery. So every upkeep, I recast Bribery for free, which lets me go through his deck, pull a creature, and put it into play under my control. So what is he going to do this turn? And is the fact that I'm stealing creatures from him going to be enough to make up for whatever damage I'm taking now? He just played something huge. Wow, that's good. It's 4/4, pumps up all of his other creatures. He can tap forward, put any red or blue creature from his hand into play. So that's really scary. This guy's now 2/4. He does 2 damage, but things might start turning around soon. And I can also bounce this back to his hand. So we're gonna replay. Yeah. Copy that. Bribery. All right, so I get to pick a creature. Any creature I want. And I'll get to do this every upkeep. Yeah. Let's get the 3/5 flying in play. All right, and now it's my turn. So I've got all sorts of options. I'm probably gonna bounce back that thing. And I'll do it during his upkeep. I think that that'll be the best. So I'm not gonna play any of this stuff. I'd like to bounce back his thing next turn. So I'm gonna say go. Untap. Went right into his main phase. Just hoping to do it during his upkeep. Also get to draw a card from that. And so if he wants to play it again, he can. And I'm just gonna bounce it back again. It's still, though, I'm still at 13, you know what I mean? And he's got burn in his deck, so, and I don't have any counter spells right now. Definitely a lot to consider. He's gonna play this 4/4. Whenever it deals, you can, let's see. Okay, whenever he draws a card, he gets to deal 1 damage to a creature player, and he can tap it to draw a card. That's fine. I'm gonna bounce that back right away. Back to your hand, friend. All right, during my upkeep, copy Bribery. Grab another creature from him. That's really good. When do we get that? All right, I just drew a counter spell. Sort of, it's a mana leak, but it's basically a counter spell. For all intents and purposes, it'll work as that. And for now, I'm gonna put a Favorable Winds into play. Give my flyers +1/+1. So he's a 5/5, he's now 4/6. Saving my mana for my mana leak. Gonna hit him with this. This is a pretty cool card. When it attacks, I get to discard, I get to draw a card and then discard a card. He gets +X/+O for the discarded card's cost. And let's discard. Let me discard this, making him an 8/6. Now he's a 12. Tables have turned, my friends. Tables have turned. I've got my mana leak in hand. And if he tries to play that big creature they tried last turn, it will be countered. He won't be able to afford to pay the 3. Okay, he's gonna try to play it. We're gonna counter that with a mana leak. And then it goes into his graveyard. Glorious. And he leaves the game. nice way to go out, I suppose. Solid win. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this multiplayer video. That was a pretty fun couple of games, those first two. That last game really turned around once I had that Panoptic Mirror in play. First game was so frustrating. I was so close to winning, but yeah, good set of games. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. As always, if you like the content, please be sure to subscribe. Stay tuned in the future for more wonderful, great gaming content here on the channel. Keep watching and keep owning.